bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
All right, wait here.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry.
Sounds crazy.
Well, you had
Look
me
at your
going there
word.
real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
I'm the crazy one.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again. I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort.
Oh, all of a sudden I have a gun again.
Every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry. Barry had the keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Oh.
That's hilarious.
No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm gonna check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Not creepy. Okay. More than a little creepy. Let's just go kicking indoors.
Crime and punishment. The cancer
Light switch doesn't work, but the TV does.
civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode: The Man in the
You
Mirror.
entered your chamber.
Hey, what's up, Ava?
Yo, how's it going?
Pretty good, how about you?
He's
Doing
inside,
okay.
Agent. He's a weird one. So, you're
Yeah,
confessing to
just
killing
playing
me,
some
huh?
Alan Wake.
And a comment?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, but why would you do that?
Ithu and Matrix are down on the Diablo channel playing,
Did the kid do a soccer game?
It's like
How come at the game, you
yeah,
pick
our-
out and
now, did you pick that up too?
arresting officers reported assault
my
with
friend was
victims
gonna buy
hit
for me
area
today, but I
with
told
the
him
weapon
to
of choice
download it
being
first
air.
and see, because I don't really have
That sentence really flows.
best computer. My computer's like 6 years old. I've upgraded it over time, so I didn't know how well the game would run, and I didn't want him dropping the money to
So
get
you
the
mess
game
with him.
if it
Yeah.
ran like
Why?
crap. Because I've been watching like people stream it, and there's a lot of people that I know they're streaming, so that puts more stress. But they have much better shit than me, and they're playing it on low. So I was like, wow, if they're playing it on low, I don't even know if mine will run. You know? So I wanted to test it first.
Yeah, my first impression, I didn't think I wanted to get it. I've seen a little bit more, and it's a maybe for me, you know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
How much those guys like it.
playing on a PvE server. I wanna punch them.
What's that now?
They're playing on a PvE co-op server, so I don't think you can fight other players. Yeah, for whatever reason, Ithu like does not like playing PvP games.
Yeah, I'm not big on them either myself, so not a big deal to me. But every so often I'll play. Yeah, I'm more of a PvEer also.
That's understandable. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I played PvE'd and raided way longer than I actually PvP.
The vision
I
left me
PvP'd
weak.
more of just something.
This was no head
Not
injury.
like taking it serious, trying to get arena, gladiator ranges and stuff like that.
Damn.
But sometimes the games like World of Warships where you earn so much better rewards just playing as a player.
Oh yeah, and that's one of the few exceptions I've been making lately. Is yeah, I'll do some PvP there. 'Cause, yeah, it's just the experience is totally different.
Yeah. I finally got into it to play Heroes of the Storm. It's the same deal, except you're capped on how much experience you can earn through playing versus bots. So
Yeah.
basically, he'll play, and then as soon as he hits his cap, he's like, "I'm done," and he gets out. And I played yesterday with a friend versus real people, and you get like, twice the amount of rewards.
Yeah, you get gold and stuff too, which is better. No, I didn't know about the cap. They must have had that, or maybe I just never hit that. I
They
don't know.
did it because apparently people were using, they were just like
What's up, Project?
modding it.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on.
They would just sit
I'll be
AFK
right back.
throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Whatever did this
How you doing today, man?
before, Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help
Oh.
me understand what had happened. Shh. Good boy.
Human left your chamber.
So yeah, because of the bot thing, they had to put a limit on it.
Yeah, they had some loud scenes there, so I couldn't quite hear everything.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to restart the checkpoint so I can hear some
Rusty
of
had
that.
found a page from the
Yeah, I'm not
manuscript.
sure
it would
what's
help
going
me
on.
understand what had happened.
Oh, Vacant. He was talking about, well, we were talking about a couple different games. Heroes of the Storm was the last one we were talking about with the experience cap and everything, but we started off talking about Ark, then moved on to a little bit of Warships, and then Heroes of the Storm.
Shh. Good boy.
A presence so dark. Like the forest at night. Woke up. It'll be back. I know it will. It hasn't finished with me yet.
Human joined your chamber.
What up, man?
How much?
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
He's having fun.
Rusty!
He'll be fine. Let me just pick up this piece of paper first.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.